Welcome back to Football Tactic Zone, your daily home for the hottest football news, biggest transfer updates, and all the drama from across the world's beautiful game. I'm your host, and today's show is absolutely stacked. We've got legal battles brewing in Paris, major transfer races heating up, shock suspensions ahead of the European Super Cup, and even an update on Marcus Rashford's potential move to Barcelona. So buckle up, because this one's going to be a ride from start to finish. We start in Paris, where Gianluigi Donnarumma's relationship with PSG has hit breaking point. The Italian shot-stopper, once hailed as the club's future between the posts, is now on the brink of taking legal action against the French champions. His agent, Enzo Raiola, revealed that Donnarumma was even willing to take a pay cut to stay, but PSG reportedly moved the goalposts at the last minute, leaving the player feeling betrayed. Raiola didn't hold back, calling the club's behavior unacceptable. With Donnarumma refusing multiple contract extension offers, PSG's patience seems to have run out, and now both Bayern Munich and Manchester City are circling. City see him as their next great number one, while Bayern view him as the natural heir to Manuel Neuer. This could become one of the summer's most explosive transfer battles. Switching to London, Tottenham Hotspur are heading into the European Super Cup against PSG without midfielder Yves Bissouma. The 30-year-old Mali international has been dropped by manager Thomas Frank over disciplinary issues, with reports claiming repeated lateness during preseason. Frank's decision sends a clear message: standards come first. With Spurs already short on midfield creativity, this is a huge blow ahead of a high-stakes showdown. Meanwhile, in Spain, Real Betis are plotting an ambitious reunion with winger Antony. The Brazilian enjoyed his previous spell at the club and is reportedly eager to return. Financial obstacles remain. Betis can't yet afford a permanent transfer. But with Antony pushing for the move, don't count this one out before deadline day. In the Premier League, Newcastle United have officially signed Malik Thiaw from AC Milan for £30 million plus £4.3 million in bonuses. Thiaw has penned a 5-year deal and will wear the number 12 shirt. AC Milan, for their part, are celebrating a healthy profit. Even after paying Schalke a 10% sell-on fee, they'll pocket roughly £34.3 million. This gives Milan extra liquidity to chase their own late-window reinforcements. Elsewhere, Crystal Palace have gone public with their anger at UEFA after being demoted from the Europa League to the Europa Conference League. The club claims this decision shows it's impossible to get a fair hearing from European football authorities. Palace's frustration is understandable. The Europa League offers higher prestige and revenue, and missing out could have serious consequences for their season. In Germany, Bayer Leverkusen are on the hunt for defensive reinforcements and have identified former Manchester United defender Victor Lindelof as a prime target. Currently a free agent, the 30-year-old Swede is drawing interest from multiple clubs, but Leverkusen believe his experience could be crucial after losing key backline players. Back in Manchester, United are exploring a bold move to improve their matchday atmosphere, banning pre-match music in the 15 minutes before kickoff. The idea is to let the crowd noise take over, creating an intimidating roar for opponents. Season ticket holders have already been surveyed, and the early reaction has been mixed, but one thing's for sure: Old Trafford under the lights without the DJ could be a whole new experience. At Burnley, manager Scott Parker admits he's got a big problem, literally. Despite releasing 9 players this summer, the Clarets still have nearly 40 senior players on the books. Parker says running preseason with such a bloated squad is extremely difficult and risks disrupting tactical preparations. Expect more departures before the window closes. Former West Ham striker Mikel Antonio is not hanging up his boots just yet. After a serious car accident last December kept him out for the rest of the season, many wondered if the 34-year-old would call it a day. But Antonio insists he's in talks with multiple clubs and still has plenty to offer at the top level. At Stamford Bridge, Enzo Maresca believes João Pedro could be the key to unlocking defensive low blocks, a problem that haunted Chelsea last season. Pedro's ability to control the ball in tight spaces could help the Blues finally break down stubborn opposition and mount a serious Premier League title challenge. Liverpool fans are starting to worry about Mohamed Salah. Since March, the Egyptian's numbers have dipped, and with the new season just around the corner, Anfield will be desperate for their talisman to rediscover his spark. Having signed a contract until 2027, Sulla remains central to Jurgen Klopp's plans, but the pressure is building. Speaking of Liverpool, the Reds pulled off one of the biggest transfers of the summer by signing Florian Wirtz from Bayer Leverkusen. Bayern Munich pushed hard, but Wirtz says the deciding factor was the personal touch from Liverpool's manager. The young German sees Anfield as the perfect place to grow his game and compete for major trophies. Tottenham are also active in the market, leading the race for Crystal Palace star Eberechi. Arsenal are interested too, but Spurs' urgency is greater after James Maddison's serious injury left them short of creativity. In goalkeeping news, Aaron Ramsdale has reunited with Eddie Howe at Newcastle, joining on a season-long loan from Southampton. Ramsdale said the move feels like coming home, given his history with Howe at Bournemouth. Luka Modric is already making a big impact at AC Milan, with teammate Alexis Saelmakers saying the Croatian's presence has brought a wave of positivity to training sessions. The hope is that his experience and leadership will spark a strong start to the season. At the San Siro's other side, Inter Milan have made it clear that Christian Aslani isn't in their plans. Coach Simone Inzaghi has removed him from the squad, but Inter's high asking price could make it difficult to find him a new club. Over in Spain, Kylian Mbappé is looking to take his game to even greater heights. After finishing last season as Europe's top scorer, the French superstar is now central to Carlo Ancelotti's project at Real Madrid, and he's aiming to break even more records. And finally, former Manchester United defender Wes Brown has tipped Marcus Rashford to thrive at Barcelona, potentially outshining teenage sensation Lamine Yamal. Brown believes Rashford's motivation and skill set could make him a massive success at the Camp Nou. If the deal happens, that's all for today's Football Tactics Zone Daily. From legal battles in Paris to major transfers in the Premier League and La Liga, the summer drama shows no signs of slowing down. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single update.